Hey guys, what's up? This is Dave from ConMenRDW here, and it is the week after Dokidokon weekend. And for those of you who don't know what Dokidokon is, it was a Kalamazoo, Michigan convention. My first time going to it. It's second year running, and it's actually like a pretty good con for a second year convention. First off, it was in a really good venue, the Radisson Suites, which is like smack dab in the middle of downtown Kalamazoo. The inside looked like a mall type of thing. There was like a Starbucks and like multiple restaurants in it. It was really cool. There was also a health club with a pool, which me and my friends used like the first day. But before I get too ahead of myself, I'm gonna keep talking more about Dokidokon and my experience this weekend at it. Think of it as like kind of like a review, but more like me just talking about my weekend at Dokidokon. But I want to ask you guys, if you were at Dokidokon this weekend in 2018, how was your experience? Did you enjoy yourself? What was your favorite part of the weekend? Comment down below and we can talk about it. And also don't forget to super smash that like button if you enjoy this video, and also subscribe to ConMenRDW for more videos from Dokidokon and also other events coming up soon in the future. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I actually did make a video on Thursday, day 0 of the convention when I first got there, but there was so much going on I couldn't really actually keep uploading a video every night. Like, it's really hard to do. I don't know how people even do that. But let's talk about the convention as a whole. What did I think about it? If I had to give it a numerical rating, I'd give it a solid, like an 8. Like a solid 8. You're pretty good, Dokidokon. You're doing great. It started off with the impressions of like how registration was handled on day 0 on Thursday. So first off, the badges for this con were like dirt cheap, especially if you got them when they were doing pre-register specials. So they had like a buy one get one free thing back in February, and me and my girlfriend, we just split the cost of one badge. We both paid like $25. So we got our badges for $25 in February. That was really clutch. And also, on top of getting the badge, they had all these like really cute amenities for people. Like people who were staying in the hotel for Dokidokon, front desk had like boxes of Pocky they were giving people that were like signing up to get into the hotel. And also for people that were getting their badges for Dokidokon, they had like these little gift bags. I talked about this in my last video. They had like a box of complimentary, like right here, a box of complimentary magic cards, like a starter pack that you can get at like most comic book stores, but surprisingly they were partnered with Magic and they got magic cards, so that's really cool. And then you got this really cool fan, like check that out. That's clean, super sparkly. I love this color. Like, this is a really nice colored fan. And then they had this really well put together program book. Like, it's well organizing every single panel. Like, you know exactly what's happening on what day and what time and what room. They have like the map in here showing you like the vendors hall, and they also have the floor map too. Everything was on one floor. They have a way to like show you where everything is. They were really like meticulous about making sure everything was like really well laid out in this program book. Like, I was actually using the program book, unlike some conventions that I won't name, but they got to get their stuff together on how to make good program books. Anyway, also the badge itself was super well designed. The person who makes the badges like makes really good art. So I'm like a fan of that art style, and I need to keep that person. But moving on from registration, the convention itself, let's go through like Vendors Hall. Vendors Hall had some pretty nice stuff. I didn't really end up buying too much of anything. I bought these decals that I was gonna put on my car. I bought like this Deku one, and then I bought a Froppy one, and a Squirtle, and a 1-Up mushroom. All was like $20, so that was really cool. I bought those. Didn't see too much of anything else I really wanted to get, like I was thirsting to get in the dealer hall. But I also did go to the tabletop room, and they were selling magic cards and Pokemon cards and deck boxes and stuff like that. So I picked up a couple Pokemon packs, and I also got like 2 deck boxes. I got a black one and a white one because I needed a place to put like all my trading cards. So $3 for this, so it wasn't too bad. So had a little bit of extra cash lying around, so I bought one of those and a couple packs. Let's talk about the staff. Bro, the staff of this convention, like thumbs up to them. They are like the most chill, most fun staff. They're most involved. I see like the heads of the con walking around all over the place. They're popping into panels. They're like actually in panels on the main stage. You see them walking through the halls. You catch them in the elevator sometimes. Like, they were doing their job really well. Like, the con didn't seem like it had too much going wrong with it, at least from like a person that was attending it perspective. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but it seemed like they had everything pretty well put together. They were really timely with getting like the main events room switched over from one thing to another if they're having things back to back to back. Yeah, they were just on top of it. So kudos to the staff. Also, when they did team events, they have like 4 team captains that are also staff members. And it was almost like being in summer camp. Like, they were so enthused about these team games, which in other settings would be kind of like childish or super cheesy. But it's like they got lots of people involved in them, surprisingly. And it was just really fun. If you're at Dokidokon next year, I hope they keep the team game thing up as long as possible, because it's a really cool way to like buffer time. If you have like a lull with nothing to do, you can just jump in and like play with people. So that's really cool. Let's talk about the guests. They had really good guests for like a 2-year con. They had the voice actors, the English voice actors for Deku, Todoroki, Bakugo, Soul from Soul Eater / Best Genius in My Hero. They had some good cosplay guests, and they also had the Harp Twins. So first off, Deku and Best Genius voice actors had a panel like on Friday right after opening ceremonies, and that was probably one of the funniest panels I went to all weekend. It was just like simple Q&A. They were just chilling, and then all of a sudden, Mika, that's Best Genius voice actor, he just burst through with his squad of people, and then he's just like, "Hey, can I crash your panel? I told you I was gonna crash panels." And then they just proceeded to just have a panel with both of them on it, and also they gave away a couple things, so that was really cool. And I also went to a panel ran by Real Breaking Nate and Spiros, I think that was his name, hope I'm pronouncing that right. They were 2 people that do YouTube. Breaking Nate does Pokemon TCG, Pokemon based videos, and Spiros, he's like a photographer and he does like videography and stuff like that. So they did a panel on Friday, just about general Q&A discussions for YouTube, so that was really informational for me. I got to talk to them a little bit after the panel and get some information and just exchange cards and stuff like that. So there were a lot of people that were walking around doing videography and con-based videos, so that was pretty cool to like notice those people walking around the con as well. And then later, Real Breaking Nat had his own Pokemon panel, so that was really silly. It was just like talking about a whole bunch of random topics in Pokemon, and then like 2 people got on panel that people thought were YouTubers, but they ended up just being really enthusiastic fans, and they just ended up being on panel too. And it was just a lot of silliness, so that was really fun. Also, Papa Bear Cosplay, he was doing a panel with some of his friends. He's like a black cosplayer, and he had his own panel too, so it was like about cosplaying while black people of color cosplay and stuff like that, and they were just having nice real discussion. So that was a good panel. And I think Friday was also the formal ball. People just dressed up in formal cosplay, so like there were a lot of Dekus and Todorokis and Bakugos and suits and tuxes, and so Unurakas and dresses and Pinkies and dresses, and just a whole bunch of stuff, like a formal ball like they've had at other conventions. And they were, what you would think they would play like classical music or like slow dance music or something fancy, like high pinky out type of stuff. But they were just playing like regular middle school, high school line dance music. Like they busted out the Cupid Shuffle, Cha-Cha Slide, the Chicken Dance, the Cotton Eye Joe. Like it was funny. Like it was actually really funny and really enjoyable. Like I wasn't even dressed up. I was there to take pictures with some friends, but I ended up sticking around because there was just comedy being in that room with the music they were playing. So I think and people ended up having a good time regardless of being dressed up and thinking it was one thing, and then it became another thing. But it was great, so that was fun. And then moving on to Saturday, I was walking around with some friends. We did a sneaky card video, so if you saw me walking around with some people passing out sneaky cards, we did a couple challenges. I think that we did like a dance contest to Carmel dancing. We were doing Marco Polo, so the first person to say Polo to our Marco got the card. And then we did like create a silly dance, so like I would do a silly dance animation, and then whoever would join in first got the card. So that actually was getting passed around a lot. We noticed people doing that like instantly. And apparently Justin, the Deku voice actor, ended up getting a sneaky card. I don't know what he got, but I wish I was there to see that. And then also on Saturday, me and my girlfriend, we went to the restaurant that's inside of the venue, the bar and grill place. They had like a special since it was like restaurant week, and we got the 2 for $25. So we got an appetizer, entrees, and a dessert, all for $25. Big portion. Like we got Asian sticky wings as our appetizer. I got like a chicken and waffle burger as my entree. That thing was humongous. Like I was having so many problems eating it. And then my girlfriend, she got this really good chicken sandwich. Like it was 2 chicken breasts high, and like was sacked. Like, she's a tiny girl, and she could not even, she took like 3 bites of the sandwich and she could not finish it. She had to get it for later. And that was really great that they had so many different options to eat without actually having to leave the venue. But there was like a McDonald's and a Little Caesars and like a Jimmy John's like right near the venue too, so people didn't have to actually eat what was inside. But if you didn't want to leave, there were plenty of options for people. Oh, and there was this amazing diner nearby. Like, it's called I don't remember the name of the diner, but it was like a nice family-owned mom-pop place, and we went there for breakfast and brunch on Saturday and Sunday, and oh my god, the pancakes are like manhole covers. Like, they're really big pancakes, so delicious. I highly recommend it. Like, it beats Denny's to death. Like, I paid only like $6 and got like 2 pancakes, 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, and 2 pieces of sausage, and it was insanely good. So I'd recommend checking that place out if you want to like eat for cheap. Dokidokon stays in that area. Like I said, that's a solid venue. Like, there's everything you need is like in that general area. Even if you play Pokemon Go, there's a whole bunch of Pokestops and gyms that were like right nearby the venue too. Actually, the hotel itself was sitting on top of 2 Pokestops, so people were just dropping lures and catching Pokemon in the hotel. So I caught a lot of Pokemon on that trip. And what else can I say? I had a good time. I would for sure go back. It's not too far from Chicago. It's like a 2-hour drive from Chicago. So if you want to go out of town, that's not too far away and still reasonably priced. Dokidokon seems like a pretty good convention to go to. And also, my friends that participated in the Idol competition, Anime Idol on Saturday, they actually ended up all winning passes to go back to Dokidokon in 2019. So we're actually already going because people already have their badges settled already. So for sure, I'm going to Dokidokon 2019. I don't know about you guys, but you should go if you don't know about it that much. I'm going to try to post videos specifically for each day, or at least my Saturday, instead of just this general talk about video. But like I said, I had a great time at Dokidokon. Congratulations to the crew of Dokidokon, because this was a really great convention. I had a fun time, like I've been saying this whole video. And yeah, like I said before, if you went to Dokidokon and you had a good time and you have any memorable moments, comment them down below. Also, super smash that like button if you like this video, and also subscribe to ConMenRDW if you want more videos like this, and also want to hear about my times at conventions and also gaming and stuff like that. So thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Dave from ConMenRDW, and I will see you on the next video. Later.